Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create points in Civil 3D. As a very brief introduction, we use points to create other Civil 3D elements such as surfaces, alignments. Also, we use points to represent other drawing elements such as trees, fire hydrants, T-pits, and so on and so forth. Alright, let's go straight into creating some points. So you can use the Home tab and create ground data panel here, and there's a points button. You can click on that and go click on this point creation tool. Also, you can at the prospector tab at the tool space, you can see point groups, and here at the points you can right click and go create. It brings the same create points toolbar here. I just simply go here, click on that point creation tool. Then at the first button, miscellaneous manual, you can click on that and notice that command bar right here. It says please specify a location for the new point. When you move your crosshair around, you can see the coordinates. They are changing dynamically. The first number as a standard is easting. Also this x coordinate, if you refer that with AutoCAD, and the second one, the y coordinate, as we call it, northing. So usually you have numbers to enter these coordinates. So as an example, I'm going to type just say 3200 as my easting. You can press comma or tab key to switch on to the next one. So I'm gonna enter 5000 here. When you press enter, the next thing what they want, enter point description. So I'm gonna type capital TR here. I'm gonna show you next why did I do that. Press enter. So the last thing they want from us is the elevation, because all these points in Civil 3D they're referring to ground survey data, so they also come with the elevation information. So let's have 450 meters as my elevation. So when I press enter, that's it, that point is created. Now it keeps going until I close this toolbar or press escape. It's now asking coordinates for the second one. So I press escape and close this, so I can see my point is created here. So just say you can't see it anywhere. So as I explained in my previous tutorial about the introduction, so every time you have some data on this work area, the tool space is dynamically updated. So notice at my points, in front of my points label there's a black dot. That means I got some data already in here. Right below the tool space, I have that in the list format. So if I right click on it and go zoom to, so it's zooming to my the point I created. Look at this. So I'm going to explain you a little bit about this anatomy of this point description in the Civil 3D. So this what we call this marker in Civil 3D, you have this, because this TR actually that represent a tree. That's why this is a marker set up for tree. So I'm going to show you next pretty soon on that. The first one on the at the very top, that is the point number. The next one is the elevation. At the bottom you have the point description, like that. Okay, so about this TR, the labeling, so that all decided here. You can see point styles. So if you look at TR tree, double click on it and you can change how it's gonna look. So if I say that is a tree, so if I change it to here and apply, there you go, that's changed dynamically. and I go cancel. The other thing I want to talk about, so that's how creating points manually. So if I create another point without giving any meaningful label, so just click anywhere I want, and I give a point description, just A, enter. Elevation I give 300. So that is the standard marker, and it does not come with any labels, because if you look at this again, I'm going to this settings here, and what decides which type of what do you call style is gonna get this information is decided by this description key sets. So when you expand this, let me go edit keys. So notice I got only 3 entries here. So at the bottom we got this TR. So that means every time I enter TR anything at this star, means you can have any other character behind it. When you have TR, it's gonna recognize as a tree, and the point label style is already decided, and it's gonna make a label like that. Right, so the other way of creating points is going through using a point list. Usually when surveyors are doing their job in the field, they collect all their data in a point format, in an Excel sheet sort of thing. So I go here, point creation tool. Now I'm gonna import points. So click on this button. So now it's bringing up this import points dialog box here. So I go press this plus button. Now it's gonna go ask me to browse the files. So I'm gonna find this one. Alright, so one thing the most important thing here what to do, deciding the file format. So what is a file format? You can see here penzed comma delimited. With this means is the order of the columns. So what this means, point number, easting, northing, Z means elevation, and the description. So if I give a brief explanation on that too, point file formats, there are different file formats available depending on your application or your standards, your company or who you follow. What these letters stand for: P, point number; E, easting and northing; Z or Z, elevation; D is a point description. So your files, your Excel sheet will have a certain order how they are arranged. So you got to make sure that matching with the selection you pick here. So in my case is point number, elevation, northing, point number, easting, northing, elevation, description, and it's going to give you a quick preview here. Green tick, just say OK, and now my points must be added somewhere. Okay, so there they are. So those are the points I added. Now if you look at this, let's go back to the prospector. Now my points table is populated. Now it has multiple, like 300 points in it. And even here something I want to show. In this table you can sort them. So when you click on this title of the column, you click once, it's gonna sort them ascending or descending. So you can filter them, eastmost, westmost, north, what are the points towards the north side, and the highest ones. This is very useful when you're trying to figure out the points, what are the highest ones depending on the application. So when you click on that, it's going to show you the highest elevation points. When you click on that, it's going to ascend it. It's going to order them ascending. Those are the ways of creating points, either by manually or through a file. So in my next tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to use these for other applications such as creating surfaces and things. Okay, thank you very much.